Would you look at that lobster?
His name's Larry. We hung out one time. He took out a packet of gum, didn't offer me any. I was like, you shellfish bastard.
I'm Greg Bonito from dinnerhound.com, Niagara's premier online restaurant directory serving Southern Ontario and Western New York. When you're talking great dining, what better place to create a dining guide than right here in the Niagara Peninsula? Niagara is a breadbasket where there are over 50 world-class wineries and agriculture is king. With an overflowing abundance of farm-to-table dairy products, prime meats and fish, tender fruit and vegetables. Our host today is David Green.
Are you hungry? I guess so.
You wouldn't be here if you weren't.
Today, Bonito is going to take you to Niagara's southern tier of the town of Fort Erie.
Fort Erie is only a short 15-minute drive from the famous Niagara Falls via the Queen Elizabeth Highway, or you could take the preferred scenic route down the Niagara Boulevard along the beautiful Niagara River.
This route is especially appealing to cyclists as it has its very own bike path. And you can access many of Fort Erie's historic venues, including the old fort. This fort played an important role in the War of 1812 and will be a must-see landmark during the upcoming bicentennial celebrations. The Fort Erie racetrack and slots, the white sands of Crystal Beach, and the curiosity shops and museum of Historic Ridgeway provide visitors with an unmatched experience, all easily accessible by the Friendship Trail.
Today we'll be visiting the village of Bridgeburg, where you can enjoy lunch or dinner at the Old Bank Bistro. The Old Bank Bistro is within walking distance of the Niagara Boulevard on Jarvis Street. You can get the full address and directions right here on dinnerhound.com, as well as view their menu and many other features.
That's right, Greg. And today we're cooking with owner Peter Kutralakis. Even his name sounds tasty. Peter has a fantastic venue and has not only created an exciting bistro, but he's managed to capture the unique historical aspect of this building. He has very successfully turned an old bank into this fine bistro restaurant.
We are right now in a courtyard atmosphere. It used to be an alleyway in between two very old buildings. So we decided to cover the two buildings and create an outdoor-indoor atmosphere where it's away from the inclement weather that we have sometimes here in Southern Ontario. So even in the coldest months of the year, you can still be outdoors but indoors as well.
If you're looking for a tasty beverage, Peter offers a martini list that's as long as my arm. I'm serious, it's almost up to my elbow. It's huge.
We have a great martini list. We have plenty of scotches on the menu. We have a grand piano.
And entertainment.
We've had a couple of groups come from West New York that actually brought their own entertainers, and they were allowed to use our piano, and they entertain themselves kind of like in a cabaret atmosphere in our other private dining room. Or they can come on a Friday or Saturday evening and listen to some jazz music in our piano bar. So we're trying to listen to what our customers are looking for. There is a little bit of paranormal activity from what we've been told. People come in here in groups. They've heard that we have some spirits that wander through the restaurant.
Peter's actually had a bona fide Niagara paranormal investigative crew in.
And the food, I'm telling you, is second to none. We have great certified chefs here.
He also brought in a certified chef from out on the East Coast. Maybe he bought that damn lobster.
We incorporate all their knowledge that they've brought from their culinary institutes, and we incorporate new menu ideas on a weekly basis, and we'd like everyone to enjoy something new and something exciting.
And Peter will even custom build your meal.
We are very, very in tune with people's dietary issues, and we'll custom make a meal that's not even on the menu if you wish to.
And the seafood. Oh.
A lot of fresh seafood. We cut our own steaks here. We have a lot of authentic Italian pastas. We have some Greek fare as well. Basically, it's an eclectic mix of Mediterranean and North American food. We'd like people that come through Fort Erie to enjoy Ontario wines, and then when they go home, maybe they can order wine online, where I know a lot of these wineries are available to do that. So we're basically trying to promote the Niagara region in our restaurant and our menu. We have very good service here for people that want to be pampered. You have a very, very stressful work day. Come here and relax, and we'll take care of the rest.
Well, my mouth is watering just thinking about this Niagara specialty Peter has planned for us. Fresh Lake Erie perch, a local favorite. I'll see you there. Okay, so here we are down at the Old Bank Bistro. About to get a little prep action going on with the chef, Master Chef Peter Koutralakis. Got a nice big round cabbage here. Tasty orange carrot. Good old-fashioned potato. Some nice sprigs of parsley, your olive oil, your vinegar, your salt, your sugar. It's going to be great. And cut. You don't need to be a mathematician to make coleslaw. You just need to remember that a good coleslaw is never lesser than, but always greater than, the sum of its parts.
Okay, so let's get some coleslaw happening here. What we're gonna do is gonna grate some cabbage.
Good old cheese grater.
Yeah, and this piece is a little too big, so let's see if we can make it a little bit more manageable.
Since we're in a bistro, how about a little European ambiance? So you're from Montreal originally?
Yes, sir. We were born in Montreal and came here as little kids, and all we know is to cook.
Yep.
So,
I love when you walk into very old town Montreal.
Yeah, we're trying to bring a little bit of the old feel of Montreal into our little town here.
A nice bit of cabbage there. What else now?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Carrots?
Yeah, first we're gonna peel a carrot.
I actually just bought a bunch of carrots for my little brother's birthday last week.
Nice.
Yeah. You wanted night vision goggles, but who can afford those, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
The discount version.
Yeah, let's just cut this. And
I don't think he gets it.
grate a little bit of carrot. Of course, we're doing this just for one meal. We normally do prep for hundreds of people, but this is just to show you that we'd like to do everything fresh here. All right. So we're gonna put a little bit of parsley in here.
How much is a sprig? I saw the recipe's called for a sprig of parsley.
A sprig is it's just as much as you like.
As much as you like?
Some people like lots of parsley, some...
I still don't know.
We have a little bit of white vinegar. A little dash of salt. And some white sugar. Now this is where our hands come into play. You always want to have your hands all nice and washed and clean. And then you move it all around. And you let that sit. So now we're prepping for our main dish. So we're going to let that marinate with all the ingredients. We're going to cut a potato. And then we're going to bring out some fillets of perch. And we're going to flour them, put a little bit of spice, and we're gonna pan fry them.
We all know that potatoes have a peel, and cut.
So now we're gonna chop a potato.
Look at this contraption.
And if you smell this potato as it's being cut, everything that you smell is flavor. We don't use anything frozen here. And when you open a bag of frozen potato, you don't smell anything other than frozen. But when you cut a potato fresh, you start getting all the aromas. Now we have the aroma of the cabbage and the carrots and all that marinating over here. Now you have the nice smell of fresh potatoes just being chopped.
So we have everything set up. We're behind the line, front of the line here. What we got going on?
Well, we have our coleslaw marinating here that we prepared earlier. We have our French fries that are ready to deep fry. We have our white flour, we have some breadcrumbs with a little bit of seasoning. There's a little bit of garlic, a little bit of parsley, a little bit of salt and pepper, and a couple of special spices that I can't say on camera, but that's your problem.
In case of if you could tell me, but you'd have to kill me?
Yeah, pretty much.
I've seen his knives, so.
Yeah. Well, that's what we try to do here. We take regular ingredients and we spruce them up a little bit and put a little twist on them. And what do you smell?
I smell all... I would have told him, but then I'd have to kill him. You need to smell this stuff. I'm excited.
So we're going to start with deep frying some fresh cut French fries. It'll take about 5 minutes at 350 degrees. And in the meantime, we are going to put these two mixtures together. So we'll put this aside and we'll bring the perch over here, and basically what we're going to do is we're going to coat our perch. It's almost like making shake and bake at home, but we're not going to shake it and we're not going to bake it. But it's like just like that.
So what does that even mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what you have to do is you have to remember which is the flesh side and which is the skin side. The skin meaning where the scales were. Now that's very important in the cooking process, because if you cook the skin side down first, you'll curl it. What you want to do is have your fish flat so it cooks evenly. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn our pan on. We're going to add some butter to the pan.
A little sizzle going.
You want to wait for the sizzle. What you're trying to do is you're trying to sear the flavor in the fish. If you put any kind of meat in cold, say butter or vegetable oil or any kind of cooking oils, what you're going to do is you're going to absorb all that oil into your meat, and that's not what you want to do. It's very important to find out which side is the flesh and which side is your skin. So you can tell the lighter side of the fish is actually the flesh. And I'll show you the difference when I'm cooking. What I'll do is I'll cook with the flesh side down and the flesh side up, and you'll see how it'll curl.
Here comes the perch. What do you call a fish with no eyes? The bubbles in there, that's what it feels like in my stomach right now, what that's doing to me.
There you go.
It's just, so is this like the locals' favourite this, or do you get a lot of that?
You know, it's a little bit of both. A lot of tourists come through town and they want to try something that's a local favorite, something to remember when they get back home. We do have a lot of out-of-town travelers, being so close to the Niagara River here. So a lot of them are passing through, going to the attractions all along the Niagara, the gorge, all the museums, the casinos, all of those things that are in our region. So now, as I see, it needs to be turned over.
It doesn't take us really long at all.
No, it doesn't. No. It's ready. Now we're going to move over here, pick up our nice golden fried, fresh cut potatoes. As you can see, they're nice and crisp. We're going to let them strain, and we're going to get our coleslaw ready to be put on our dish. And going to get a fry bowl. Some golden fried, fresh cut potatoes.
Fresh cut, that's the best way.
There you go.
You don't salt them or anything, just straight out?
I don't like to salt things. I like people seasoning them themselves. Yeah. I find that these days people are more health conscious than ever before.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And to salt things is just adding more ingredients that are totally not necessary. And now we are putting a big portion of potato on there because we're really hungry today. So here's our perch. Just gonna pile it nice. It's got a nice thin coating, so the idea is to actually taste the fish with a little bit of coating. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just squeeze a little lemon on it. And now if you really want to turn it into Greek food, people ask me, what is Greek food? Basically Greek food is food that has garlic, lemon, and oil, and some Greek spices, meaning oregano or basil or that sort of thing. And Greek food also has feta. So if you really want to turn this into a Greek meal, you take a little bit of crumbled feta,
just like that,
and you put it over your perch, and now you have some Greek perch.
Better with feta.
It's always better with
Would
feta.
you look at that? Oh, I don't know about you, but I am ready to eat. Grab your cutlery, let's get eating. Hey Greg, it's time for my favourite part of the show, tasting time. We're going to pair this up with a nice Jackson Trigg Chardonnay, local Niagara favorite. And here comes Peter with the delectable treat.
Wow, look at that.
Look
that
at
is
this.
fantastic.
And just like you wanted, with the feta and the olives. That's what you come to a place like this, speak to one of the chefs, put a good word in, and they'll do it how you like it.
Feta makes it better.
Feta makes it better. Jackson Triggs have created this exceptional Chardonnay, which they age in French oak, which helps develop the creaminess and vanilla notes, and balance that with the citrus and tropical flavors, and you have a fantastic wine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That is delicious.
That is so good.
It really is better.
You get some of the feta on there as well. Peter, you need to get some of this. Get out of a plate.
That is delicious. I see you got the curly piece. You see you got the curly piece. Thanks for being with us, and thank you, Peter, and the Old Bank Bistro for that wonderful perch dinner. Bon eats.
And many thanks to our sponsors, Bonito. Back in a jiff, just got to go flambe some broccoli.